Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review on Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Let's hope you all got what you wanted and you're having a good day as well. Yesterday, while I was doing a review in the shed, in the beer room, I heard somebody arguing, and that to me is not what should be going on for Christmas. And let's hope those troubled people have sorted their issues out, because not good for kiddies. So today we're going to be reviewing this fella, Titanic's Stout. Not exactly much of a name, is it? But 4.5%. Yep. We have we brew flavoured stouts and a keg version, but this is stout. Pure, unadulterated stout, brewed like stout should be. Brewed with yeast, roast barley, giving colour, body, dryness and depth. 3-time winner of bottle conditioned beer of Britain. So, just going to show you, you look at that. That to me doesn't look like a 3-time winner of the bottle conditioned beer of Britain, It doesn't even say it, which is sad. It ought to say it on the front. As long as it doesn't piss out on me. There we go. So straight away, really dark colour to it. Black in colour, good tan head. Very, very malty, as you can imagine, with it being a Guinness stout. I nearly said Guinness. And obviously good carbonation and lacing, because otherwise you wouldn't get such a head on it. I mean, look at that, it's not even going down very quick. Let's get to the taste. Nice taste to it as well. Reminds me of Guinness in some way. So, luckily on the back of these, Titanic, unlike a lot of breweries, which, I think all breweries ought to do it, they have a see, smell and taste. Now if I can read it, you see is black. Well, yeah, that's obvious. Smell, coffee, burnt and roasted. Taste, dry, roasted and smooth. Yes, definitely smooth. Very smooth taste beer. Obviously, I'm in the kitchen at the moment, which is doing our Christmas dinner. So we've got the oven on, turkey there, veg there, and both ovens on actually, 2 ovens on. So first I come in the kitchen. Wow, there's a lull before my daughter comes, and the wrecker, the grandson. He's 1 year old and he's like a storm. He comes in and he takes everything. It just leaves decimation wherever he goes. And I must take off the floor any bottles just in case he picks them up, because the other week he came around and started picking bottles of beer up. So obviously wanting to start young, go into a world of reviewing. So in the taste, those burnt and roasty flavours are all there, very, very prevalent. For me, if I'm going to compare it to anything, and I've already said the name, to me it's like Guinness. It's like a slightly more edgier version of Guinness, whereas Guinness is rather smooth. This has got something to it, a bit more interest, shall we say, to it than what Guinness has. I bought 3 of these. I don't know if I've done a review before of it. I don't think I have, because I bought that much beer at one stage that I just lost. A lot of it got put to the back of the shelf, never to be found again. So with it being obviously this time of the year, brought it into the house, because this is better drank warm. Although it's not exactly cold outside at the moment. Yeah, better drank warm, and brings out the flavours more, and it has got some nice flavour to it. very nice. Obviously it's more of a standard stout rather than anything with complexities in. Say it's 4.5%, it tastes stronger. But I didn't go to bed till nearly 2 o'clock, and got woke up at about just after 6, so I had 4 hours sleep and I feel totally bollaxed. But I mean, you stress about Christmas Day a lot. It's a stressful day, because obviously you're stressed that you bought the right presents, you stress that that person, that the day goes well, the food's cooked okay. There's a lot of stress involved in Christmas Day, and I mean, the best way to do it is just to be chilled, which is what we are today. Quite well chilled actually, just waiting for my daughter to show up so we can put the starter out first and then have the main course afterwards. And as usual, we've cooked way too much, but don't you always at Christmas? It's the only way to beat that is to go to a restaurant and get your Christmas dinner there. The only problem is you pay through the nose, but literally, I mean, obviously you're paying for the time of the people who are working there, who are on probably double, triple time, which is expected. No one should be working for Christmas Day for crap money. Certainly not single time anyway. Not in this day and age. Too much of that goes off as it is. Too many rich people getting rich and poor people not getting anywhere. So a pleasant tasting stout that with a bitterness that doesn't last too long, and yet very similar to Guinness. So worth a punt if you've never had it before. I've not seen it in any shops. The only place I've ever seen it, I mean, you'd probably see it in Titanic pubs for sure, but I've only seen it in the Titanic Brewery shop. So it's a beer you can get online, and I think it's in case form. If you're near the shop, which is in Burslem, Stoke, which is quite a nice shop to be fair, they've got a bargain bucket by the door, £1.50 a bottle, and that's always full, that is. It's a great little place to pick up beers that you don't normally see anywhere else, and also it's a great place to pick up the Plum Porter Grand Reserve, which is immense. Not the cheapest beer in the world, I will give you that, but it is immense. The king of the plum porters, and top 3 beer for me. One day I'll do a top 10 beer, my top 10 at the moment beers, and an actual top 10. So that'll be interesting, because I've drank a lot of decent beers this year, and some have gone down, when the bottles have not been as the temperature that you normally have them at, and sometimes the taste just doesn't taste as good as it did. That's happened to Bateman's Mocha, one of my favourite beers. I drank it a few months ago, didn't rate it, and surprisingly, so God knows what went off, whether there was an issue, because I've had it multiple times before and it's been perfect. So break it down: black in colour, tan head, roasty burnt, and coffee on the nose. On the taste, basically the same. Bitterness there. 4.5%, tastes like a 4.5%. Bit like a Guinness, but with a bit more of an edge to it than what Guinness has got. Guinness is more for the masses. It's more of a pleasing beer. This is more like the foreign extra stout of Guinness. So the one that's got a bit more to it. Although that's a 7.4, this is a 4.5. So 4.5%, very drinkable. Yeah, like that. And I've still got 2 more bottles. So out of 5. Obviously, time to be critical. For me, it's nice. It's a nice stout. Nothing to shout about, if I'm being honest. But it's got its the area and what it does. It's meant to be a stout, and that's what it does perfectly well. It does what it does perfectly well. For me, I'm going to give it about a 4.1 out of 5. Not quite comparable to the likes of the Christmas pudding stout I've had recently, or even some of Titanic's cherry stout and cappuccino stout that they do, which is actually this with cappuccino and cherry added. But I can see where the base comes from them, and you know, it's a good beer for that. Right. From me to everybody out there, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Well, I'll be here before the New Year anyway, but have a great day. Thanks for watching, see you soon.